is we are studying about the relative velocity, right?
Yeah.
Now, here in relative velocity also we are talking about the velocity of an object 2 with respect to object 1 when both are in the motion. Right, in that time the rate of changing of the position of the object 2 with respect to object 1, that is known as what? Our relative velocity. Clear, beta?
Yeah, ma'am.
Fine. So there are three cases, baby. First case is when object with same velocity in the same direction. Take two objects. Now we are talking about two objects, the relative motion with the same direction. Okay, it means that if I draw a graph, that is very easy for you to understand. If your body, both the bodies are moving with the same velocity and the same direction. This is your body 1 and this is your body 2. Okay, suppose from the initial the body x, from suppose this is the x1, then here x2, this from x3, x4, like this. This is the positions, or you can say position, whatever you want. Okay, and this is your time. Fine. So with respect to time, both the objects are moving with the same velocity, suppose 10 meters per second. This is V2, this is V1. Then your graph will be like this. Right? Here is
Yeah.
what? V1 is equal to V2. Now case number 2. Well, V2 is greater than V1. Okay? Fine. Or we will do the relative velocity as V2 minus V1. Then we will say, see, if you remember in the acceleration formula is what? Acceleration is equals to change in velocity upon change in time. Right, change in time.
Yeah.
So we are not writing it as a V1 minus V2. No, we are writing what? V2 minus V1. From the bigger to the smaller. So if V2 minus V1 will be there, it means it will be what? Positive. Right? But if I will do V1 minus V2, it means that V2 is smaller. It means it is negative now. That will come under the third case. Understood this concept? So you don't have to remember this. Real? Okay, beta?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, the graph will be what? This is your object 1, the same object 1. V1 velocity. And the another velocity with the object 2 will be like this, suppose. Higher speed. Okay? So here V2 is greater than V1, so it is what? Positive velocity. Fine. Now case number 3. Understood, Najay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Very good. So case number 3 will be what? When V2 is less than V1. Correct? Or the relative velocity is what? V2 minus V1, or you can say V1 minus V2. Better you say V1 minus V2. It means it is negative. Okay?
Yeah.
So the graph will be how will be my graph? Graph will be like this. V1 is bigger and V2 is smaller. So this much of distance is what? x2 minus x1. So because of that reason, it is negative. Clear?
Okay.
Right? And this is known as what? Meeting point of two objects or body. This is your body 1, V1. This is your body 2, V2. Clear, beta?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, the formula. Yeah, say.
Here V2 V1 is greater, right?
Yeah, V1 is greater, V2 is smaller. Sorry, x1 minus x2. X1 minus x2. That you want to say, na?
Yeah.
X1 minus x2. Now, the relations.
Definitely meet, ma'am. If V1 is greater.
V1 is greater, na? Body 1 is greater.
So that will definitely meet, right?
What, beta?
Ma'am, in this case, two velocities will they meet?
They will meet at certain point, na?
Okay.
Right. Just
So
like
we
train.
want to go up, right?
So it is going up, na? Body 1 is going up, na?
The place, in this place, in this corner.
Which corner?
Because, just a minute. This
Just
one.
draw it.
Here. Here V2 should come, right?
Starting position is same, baby. Starting position of both the bodies are this one. But V1 velocity has increased so much.
Okay.
V1 velocity has increased. From suppose
This is VT graph of distance, DT graph, ma'am.
kya?
This is VT or DT graph.
This is your x1, x2.
My what kind of graph is this? Is this DT graph or VT graph?
This is your velocity time graph, no?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Now any doubt?
No problem.
Fine. Now we have studied about this thing. What do you say? Vector law. Correct?
Yeah.
Fine. So suppose this is my one vector. This is my another vector. O, U, P. Okay. Now, listen it very carefully because here rainfall questions are very important. Suppose two bodies we are taking as a body A and as a body B. Okay. Both are moving with a velocity VA and this is as a VB. Fine. Making an angle theta between these two. Now we have to determine the velocity of A with respect to velocity of B. Okay.
Okay.
When both the bodies are in the same direction, when both the bodies are in the opposite direction, what will be my relative velocity will be? That's the question. For that, before starting these two positions at the same direction in the opposite direction, first we have to understand, as you have already studied about the vector rule, that V resultant is equals to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of theta. And the direction tan beta is equals to, what is the formula? PQ, yani ki B sine of theta divided by our, what was the base? Base was what? B or P I have taken? What base we have taken? A.
Yeah.
A plus cos of theta. This thing we have already studied. Yeah, this will be what? B. This we have already studied it. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
But this rule is for what? Addition of two vectors. Remember? Remember? Vector addition. Clear, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
But here we have to find out what? Relative velocity. So here we will do what? Subtraction
Root
will
of
be
a
there.
square plus b square. Yes, that one.
Subtraction will be there.
Why, ma'am?
Why? Because relative velocity, what we do? V2 minus V1 we are doing now. Change in velocity V2.
Okay, okay.
Right or wrong? V2 minus V1.
Yeah.
Here we are subtracting. Here we are not adding. Now, this part is clear. Any doubt?
No.
Okay, fine. When cos is 0 degree, that time it is positive. But when my cos theta is 180 degree, that time it is what? Negative. What I said? If my cos is this direction, then cos 0, it means it is positive. But if it is this direction, it will be negative. Minus x-axis. This is positive x-axis. Base है ना cos. Cos is what? Base ना. Just like my sin theta. If sin theta is 90 degree, that time it is positive. But when sin theta is 270 degree, that time it will be negative. Right? Minus y-axis.
No, but why?
Wait. I smell that gas is leaking somewhere. So that's the reason I go to the kitchen. The gas is leaking off mine or somewhere else. It is not mine. Yes, say beta.
Ma'am, why is it so, ma'am? Like, it is if 180 degree, it is negative, and if it is 270 degree,
Why?
it is negative.
You didn't study about the graph. This is positive y-axis, this is negative y-axis, this is
This
positive
I know, ma'am.
What?
This I know.
So sine is what? Sine is for perpendicular. So perpendicular sine 90 degree means what? Positive 1. Sine 270 degree will be what? Negative 1. Negative 1. Now you understood?
Is this the rule?
Yes, obviously. See now, if your body will be here, it is positive. When your body will be here, it will be negative now.
Yeah.
If your body will be here, it is positive. If the body will be here, it will be negative.
Yeah.
Now you understood?
Okay.
Jay.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
Fine or not?
Yeah, fine, ma'am.
Thank you. Pakka?
Ma'am, I think with this, I just annotated and just clear this what I've understood. Just taking this as 90 and whole this as 180 and this as 270, right? Like that only you are taking and it is negative positive. Okay.
Because see, sine 90, sine will become plus 1 when the theta angle is 90. Then that time it is 1. So minus 1 will come when? When just it will be opposite in direction. Opposite means what? 270.
270. Okay.
Right? Cos is 1. Cos theta will be positive 1 when the theta value is 0 degree. So 0 opposite is what? Minus 1 when it is 180 degree. Now you get the point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Fine? Sure?
Yeah, ma'am.
Fine. Good. If you get the point, then it's good. So here we have to do what? Subtraction to find out the relative velocities. So we have to subtract. So negative will become when we will put here what? In place of theta, we will put what? Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab, right, cos 180 degree minus theta. Here we will do theta value will be what? 180 degree minus theta. Here
Why
sin,
ma'am we should use 180?
because here we are doing subtraction, not addition.
Can't we use this 270 here?
Here you can use what? No, why 270? 270 is for sin theta, na baby.
Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Here everywhere we are talking about the base. Understood? That time it will be shown as a positive sign here. If you don't want to show here positive, then you will write it what? A square plus b square minus 2ab cos of theta. Understood?
Why? Instead of
You have
writing
removed
cos
the 180 degree minus theta. So if you don't want to write 180 degree minus theta, you have to subtract it also. So that's why we have put it here minus.
okay, ma'am.
Okay?
Yeah.
And here we are talking about the velocity dear. So you should have to write what? Under root VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB cos of theta. And then you can write this way, or either you can write what? VA square plus VB square plus 2 VA VB cos 180 degree minus theta. It's your wish, or you will find out your magnitude. It totally depends upon the question. Similarly, in the direction part, I'm just erasing this one. Similarly,
Ma'am,
in
can these two, can we use these two in any condition or condition?
anything. Depends upon the question. If theta value is given like that, we will see the question, then you will understand it.
Okay.
Okay, any other pattern we can do it. Depends upon the need of the question. Okay, baby.
Sorry, ma'am?
It totally depends upon the need of the question.
Oh. Then what we have to use, ma'am?
What, beta?
What we have to use?
And we will discuss the question, then you will understand the things.
Okay, then, ma'am.
Okay. Without doing the question, this is just the theory. Theory is applicable when unless and until you will not apply the question, then you can't able to understand it, no?
Okay.
Just like here also, we will do what? A b sine of theta, or a plus b cos 180 degree minus theta, right? Or we can write it as a what? Tan beta is equals to b sine of theta divided by a minus b cos of theta. Okay, and here we are talking about the velocities. So this will be VB sine of theta divided by VA minus VB cos of theta. And if you have to find out the B, exact value of B, so B will be tan inverse, because tan is going here, right? So tan inverse B sine of theta divided by VA minus VB cos of theta. Understood?
Tan over minus 1. Okay, yeah.
Divided na? Come this side.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
1 divided by tan beta. So divided will go up. Sorry, tan, sorry, not tan beta. So it will become what? Tan inverse.
Tan minus 1, okay.
Yeah, Jay. Clear?
Yeah.
So this much will be your theory part. Now, the question was said that we have to find out when it is in the same, when the body are in the same direction, right? So, condition 1. When body are in same direction, that time VAB is equals to VA square plus VB square minus 2VAVB cos of theta. And same direction, it means theta is equals to 0 degree. So what will be my answer? VA square plus VB square minus 2VAVB, because cos 0 is what? 1.
Yeah.
Understood? So by seeing this, what we get? A square plus B square minus 2AB.
Yeah.
So it is what? VA minus VB का whole square, square square get cancelled. So VA minus VB. Understood?
All these are derivations or?
These are the derivations.
Okay.
When they are in the opposite direction. Opposite direction means what?
This is opposite direction, and that is for in same direction. What?
Yes. This is the opposite direction.
No, I'm asking this part, the minus part.
Yes.
All we didn't, we just
degree.
subtracted, right?
Correct.
No.
180 degree. So this will be what? VAB is equals to root over VA square plus VB square minus 2VAVB cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degree is what? Minus 1. So this will become what? VA square plus VB square plus 2VAVB. This is equals to root over
V plus A, V plus VA plus VB.
का whole square. Square get cancelled. VA plus VB. Understood now?
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am, just a small question over here.
Yes, here.
We just subtracted, right? I'm not asking about these two. We
Yes.
just subtracted the first and derived these formulas, right? This is for what? And what is the difference between this and the one which we
That
found
is
in
the
the
addition part. This is your subtraction part.
No, ma'am. Addition subtraction is I'm like for what it is used. I mean, what differs?
You will when you will do the numerical, then you will understand.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine. Now